long, long ago, when the world was still wrapped in darkness, when the first winds whispered across the endless sands of ancient Egypt, there was a mighty god who ruled the sky. His name was Ra, the god of the sun, of light, and of life itself. Every morning, as the earth still lay in mist, Ra would rise from the east and step onto his golden sun barge shining like fire. Light poured out behind him, making the Nile sparkle like a silver ribbon, awakening trees and flowers, setting birds singing, and filling people with warmth and hope for the new day. But what no mortal knew was that for the sun to rise each day, Ra had to face a terrible enemy, Apep, a monstrous serpent born from chaos and darkness. When the sun sank beyond the western horizon, people thought Ra went to rest. But in truth, that was when his dangerous journey began. The golden barge sailed into Duat, the underworld, a place of shadows deep and silent, where Apep was waiting. Apep was as long as mountains, his scales black as midnight, and his eyes burned like twin flames of hatred. Despised the sun. He despised life itself. Every night he tried to swallow the sun and cast the world into eternal darkness. Ra knew there was no escape. He stood at the front of the barge, the blazing disk on his head the only light in the dark. Beside him were his divine guardians and Seth, the storm god, fierce and powerful. As the barge reached the deepest chasm of Duat, the black waters began to swirl violently. The wind howled like the cries of 1,000 lost souls. And then Apep emerged. His massive body rose from the shadows, his jaws opening wide to swallow the golden sun. Seth leaped forward, spear in hand, glowing like lightning. With a roar that echoed through the underworld, the battle began. Apep coiled around the barge, whipping his tail and raising waves of pure chaos. The guardian gods braced themselves, keeping the sun from sinking. Seth struck again and again, his spear plunging into the serpent's dark flesh as black blood sprayed like smoke. Ra stood firm. The light around him flared brighter and brighter, burning straight into Ap's fiery red eyes. The monster screamed in fury, recoiling, but it wasn't over yet. The battle raged through the night. There were moments when it seemed the light would fade, and darkness nearly swallowed everything. But Ra did not falter. Seth did not back down. The gods fought with unwavering strength. Then, far to the east, a faint line of pink light appeared. Dawn was coming. Light spread across the horizon, piercing the night, striking Apep right through his monstrous heart. The serpent let out a roar of agony, then sank back into the depths, bound once more by divine spells. The sun barge rose from the underworld, soaring into the brightening sky. The first rays of sunlight touched the earth. Morning had returned. The people of Egypt lifted their faces to the sun and rejoiced. They never saw the terrible battle behind that peaceful sunrise. From that day on, the people believed that each night Ra must fight Apep so that the sun can rise again. They built temples, made offerings, and prayed to give him strength. Apep was never truly gone. It waited in the darkness, biding its time. And so every sunrise was a victory of light over darkness, of hope over fear. The legend of Ra and the serpent Apep is more than just an ancient myth. It's a reminder that no matter how deep the darkness, the light will always return, because light is stronger than the dark, and hope always blooms after the longest night. Every sunrise is a victory of light. And as long as we believe the sun will rise again,